And Jay Dilla. A lot of Jay Dilla records, vinyls, undiscovered beats. My friend Mylon put me onto him, so it's a combination of Jay Dilla records and Pixar movies was the definition for sure.
Will you ever, or is there anything that will convince you to ever perform anything from your first mixtape? Because I love DOPE.
Thank you. Not having it. You ever look at a picture of yourself from middle school?
Yeah. Okay, I get it. No more, say no more.
Exactly.
But I just want to tell you, I love DOP and picture frames.
Thank
They're
you.
so good. I wish you could perform them, but I get you.
I understand.
So the artwork, it's crazy awesome. Like,
Thank you.
I love looking on Instagram and seeing all the pictures.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get like the ideas for it? Like when you link up with artists and stuff.
Well, that guy, are you talking about Woodstock, All Time Low, and
That and the last album.
and the last album cover? Yeah, if I find an artist that I like, I'll have like an open conversation with them for a couple of weeks, just get to know them, and then they're not so defensive, so I can kind of push them in a direction of what I want and whatever. So but all the people I've worked with are so insanely talented. It was really just my ideas that came from the music, but they really take it to a whole other level because I could never draw like that or design like that.
Yeah.
They're incredible. Yeah.
Dude, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I know you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z. Who's your favorite character?
Favorite character.
I love Dragon Ball Z too.
I know it sounds like such a cop out, but Goku is probably my favorite.
Okay, I respect that.
She's like,
I respect it.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, was there like any, like, when you were like younger, was there any other career that you wanted to like do, or was it always music?
I wanted to be an oceanographer when I was in high school. I was going to go to school for it and stuff. And then when I was in about 10th or 11th grade, I really my focus just switched to music. I don't know when. I always made beats since I was in like 4th, 5th grade. I was like always making beats. He's been my best friend since 4th grade, so you can attest to that. Always making beats, but music was very serious probably 10th, 11th grade. So the oceanographer thing kind of went out the window. And I told it's funny too, I had scholarship offers to play basketball. I played volleyball in high school. I played a lot of sports. My dad paid so much money for like training and all this stuff. And then one day when I was a senior, I just told him, I was like, by the way, I'm not going to school. I'm going to go to music school.
it's kind of what I did.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, whatever you want to do. So my parents are so supportive. So I was going to be an oceanographer. I could have played basketball.
Thank you for not being an oceanographer.
I ended up going this route, and it's doing good. It's doing good.
So like obviously you're getting like super huge. Which is, like, I mean it sucks for all of us who like love these like types of settings. But I'd rather pay like I'm glad I paid $50 now to see you than like $700.
Yeah.
I mean, I still pay that. I don't need to pay rent. It's fine.
Right? Rent can wait. I gotta meet John again.
Like, what do you hope for in terms of like? How do you want your fans to perceive you now that you're gonna be like?
Be bigger.
Now that you're gonna be because like this low key stuff that you're doing, like not low key, like it's low key, but on like a high key scale.
No, exactly. Right. It's so weird. We did Los Angeles. I don't know if you guys saw the pictures on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Sold out days in advance. The place went back for miles. There was like 900 kids there, sold out. We could have done double. So we're in this weird stage as a band and a traveling band where we come and do these shows still.
Right.
And then we'll go to New York, there's 1,600, sold out 60 days in advance.
What?
Or the day before Thanksgiving, we do 3,000 in New York. It's going to sell out. Like, so it's cool to still be able to come here and talk to you guys. That's awesome. But you said, how do I want my fans to perceive me? The beginning of the statement's going to sound assholey. And then the end of it is going to be
chill.
good.
No, thanks for the warning.
There's a kid outside right now
Okay.
that came to the show last year. This is hypothetical. He came and he saw me hang out with you guys after the show. There's probably about 200 kids here last year.
Yeah,
and we took
like,
a picture
just
with every
about.
single one of those kids.
Thank you.
You were here for
They didn't know-
hours.
Yeah, exactly. We were here for hours. We were
Yeah.
here till about 2:30 in the morning, 3 in the morning, every show. We were in a van that fit 11 guys with 13 people, and we were up till 2 in the morning meeting fans, 300 fans every night, waking up at 6 and driving 12 hours to the next state. So by the time I was done with my tour, I was so sick, I had to cancel a Toronto show, I had to cancel a bunch of things to get to the New York show. The point being is that you guys in here right now say, wow, he's a great guy. I paid extra money to come and see him. I got the tickets. He seems like a down-to-earth dude. Everything's awesome. But there's a kid out there who goes, wow, he's changing. What an asshole. He met 300 kids last year, and now he doesn't want to do that again. But he doesn't know my life. He doesn't know that I was coughing up blood in Cleveland. He doesn't. So people's opinions of me doesn't really affect me. People are gonna not like me, and people are gonna love me throughout my whole career.
Yes.
I have to stay focused. My self-worth and my happiness doesn't come from what people think of me or their opinion of me. So if I can continue that, no matter how big or small or whatever this gets, I'll never really be affected by anybody's, oh, he's changing, he's this, he's that, because to the kid out there who saw me last year on the side meeting 300 fans, compared to you guys in here, you guys still think I'm a great guy, but the kid in there might go, what an asshole, man. He used to go out and see fans and whatever, but he didn't know what happened last year. Yeah. So you can't be everything to everybody.
We'll vouch for you. We'll let him know.
Why don't you play basketball anymore? Like, you still play, but you think you could have ever done it professionally?
Professionally, no. I would have been, I probably would have rode the bench all my, I would have to wake up.
Bench warmer?
Yeah, if I, you go to, in high school I was a very good basketball player. I was all conference, I was like really great. But when you get to college level, professional level, my body, I'm just not 6'5", enormous, I can't jump out of the gym. I'm glad I took this path.
We all are.
For the record, you still post really well against them.
Ball is life.
You know, it's so funny that you can't see the rest of that video. He started crying. I dunked it, I was screaming, I get down, I was like, joking around. He was like, it was very funny. That's actually my sister's best friend's son, so it was really funny. That's hilarious.
I gotta go off that. Dead Man Walking. 100% true story. Is it not?
My sister was surprised when she heard it, and we'll leave it at that.
So is that her kid? Is that friend?
No,
with the kid?
When you released it?
What'd you say?
Well, like when you put it in the album, is that the very first time she heard it?
No, that lyric is untrue. She heard the record months before it came out, but I still played it for
Like she
her.
found out through the song.
Yes.
Did you have to get her approval to get it out, or?
She didn't care.
Oh, okay.
It was like, what a funny game. Thank you.
Was it you?
I don't know. You do it.
Okay. So I already went, so it's okay, Bernardo.
Oh, okay. So, if you ever decide to go on another tour, are you going to not come to Arizona? Because a lot of artists, when they do get bigger,
They don't
come to Arizona.
Do you guys not have a bigger venue than this?
We do.
We do.
We have a
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Which is like 15,000 in the U.S. Airways, which is 17. Don't mind.
We have like
Well, I mean,
America.
You can go to Tucson.
Probably get. Why don't you? We were
Yeah, I was
actually
wondering
questioning
why
why
you
didn't
didn't
do
go to
Marquee.
Marquee.
How much
Yeah.
is
Totally.
Marquee?
It's bigger.
Marquee's
It's
like,
way
what,
bigger.
600?
Yeah.
More,
It's bigger
probably.
than this, so you would have
You
easily.
could have easily gotten
About
Marquee.
800 somewhere around that, or like 2,000 somewhere.
Between 800 and
Yeah, that's
2,000?
where I
Yeah.
can
At the
Yeah,
Marquee?
no, we definitely could have. It's so weird. We did, like yesterday we did San Diego, which was tiny. It was like 250 people, and the night before,
Like Salt Lake was like
Salt Lake
huge.
was enormous. But that's what's weird is like why my agents don't
But yeah,
put me in
it was
certain
weird that you're like
spots.
still here.
It's weird. We did Salt Lake, it was sold out.
I was surprised to see you here again. I was
Yeah, me
like,
too.
I
Yeah.
was honestly expecting Marquee.
I'm so lucky.
Same, we're like America or something.
Like when,
Well, tonight it's sold out. If you put it in perspective, though, last year we didn't sell this out. We
Yeah.
did. It was
Oh.
like, we were like 75 tickets short. This we sold out. We sold out.
I would've
like,
bought them. Just
really
kidding.
fast.
Here and
And couldn't because the venue was small. Next year we'll definitely. I mean, it's just also it's called
ASU or U of A. Yeah, U of A Mall.
oh yeah, the U of A Mall.
really.
yeah,
I don't want to.
I live right there.
Okay, true.
Can I not drive for one?
It's called keeping
I live
the
in
market
Tucson.
hungry,
Yeah.
which basically means like you undercut what you think you could do, so you definitely sell out. So on paper it looks good, and then when you go out next year, the kids think that everything's gonna be sold out so fast, so they're more
Inclined to
inclined.
get
There
it.
you go, good word.
Marketing
Inclined
technique.
yeah, for sure. 5 more.
How come you're not doing Woke the Fuck Up?
We started rehearsals before that record was coming out, and that record was never supposed to even come out. So
Oh.
it was more of like a, what's the best way to put it? It was going to be a radio single, and then I decided to pull it back and then put it out for free because I have other records that I think are better. By the way, my album is 90% done, my new one.
Oh, that was my next question. Yeah.
No release date. But we are going to radio in 4 months with All Time Love.
Yes.
Beautiful amounts of music, by the way.
Thank you.
Was there a reason why you like released Woke the Fuck? Oh wait, you're just kidding. You already said that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, we didn't know it was coming out. So by the
Okay.
time we went on tour, if you pay attention to the show tonight, you'll see, even if you saw the show last year, everything is like
Better?
meticulously crafted, like every step, every movement, every drop, every instrument coming in, coming out. it takes a very long time to rehearse certain songs for me,
Especially
at least.
because like they sound so like different live compared to like
exactly.
on the album
We do
and stuff.
what's the worst word I'm looking for?
trans?
We transcribe everything
Yeah.
differently on stage, and it takes a very long time for me to listen to the song and say, okay,
Like,
how
get it
would a
down
live crowd
perfectly.
appreciate this? I mean, Jim Morrison's like a Rage Against the Machine record,
Yeah.
live, opposed to the smooth but with the heavy drum thing like on MP3s.
Got it.
Long story short, we just haven't had the time. I've been literally in LA, flying from LA to go do Kimmel, and then to come back and then to rehearse, and then 3 days before tour, we book out a studio for 3 days. We sleep at the rehearsal spot, and you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
even getting this live show together, as tight as it is, was a miracle in and of itself. You know.
Got it.
But I could do an acoustic version that I'm probably gonna put online and whatever. So
That's my favorite out of like the 3 that you've released
Yeah.
lately. I love it so much.
Thank you.
How'd it feel getting that Grammy?
First time in the house.
Did your friend skydive?
It hasn't come yet because it's stuff to engrave my name or whatever, but it'll hang on my parents' fireplace. I think they appreciate it more than I do. The Grammy is incredible. I just want it to be for my own stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I know that sounds so ungrateful, but when you write a record for somebody and then name their tour after it, and it's called the Monster Tour, and you can't even get tickets to a New York show, you start to be like, I don't feel. Even the Grammy makes me feel like it's just like you wrote this whole thing, but we don't even like.
Like don't
You know what I mean? Exactly. But hey, I mean, if the check comes to the mailbox, I'm not too upset about it. But the Grammy's amazing. I just next year it'll be for Best New Artist because it's my stuff.
So you did a freestyle at the House of Blues like 2 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
And you had the like ponytail thing
Yep.
you pulled back,
Yep.
and you said the God made me a full blown genius. What the fuck I
Yep.
need coke for?
Yeah.
And then you put it in preoccupied.
Preoccupied.
So are there any like freestyle things that you've done in the past that we can kind of like look for?
Yeah. Well, this tour, it's so funny. We've been doing like double encores like every night, which we're not prepared for. So the first encore, we might have a song prepared, whatever. But the second one, I've been doing a 32 bar freestyle off of New York Soul Part 2 that's coming out. It's really dope. So New York Soul Part 2 is not a sad song. It's like
Happy.
I get so many tweets all the time saying that I should rap more. Not everybody wants to be a rapper. I don't know. You should do more. You should do more. So I did one record on this new album that's just gonna put that all. Okay. 4 minutes of 16 after 16 after 16. Stop asking.
Because of your songs, it seems like your journey has been kind of tough.
Mm-hmm.
Like it seems like you have to work so hard. But have you ever stumbled upon like a moment where you really wanted like maybe quit?
To quit music?
Yeah.
No. No, I can honestly say that pretty confidently. It's and to be honest with you, it's never really been that hard. Like I've never lived on the side of the road with a guitar, playing, asking for money. Like those people, there are people that work very hard, just as hard as I do, and just don't get the opportunities that I've gotten that God's provided for me. It's random. So for me to ever get an ego, or for me to ever be like, I did this is because of me, is not true. He gave me the brain he gave me, the random family he set me up with that I've been blessed to be born into. Like there are too many factors that are just so random that I could never take for my own credit for.
Yeah.
So, but no, I've never quitting was just never a thing. But I never said this isn't working out. I've just always loved making music so much that shit just keeps happening around me. Like, if I just keep going home and making music, like after this tour, I'm gonna go on vacation with my girlfriend for 10 days, but I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna make music. I'm not gonna go out and do whatever. I love making music, so if I'm just gonna keep making music, and if I get better at it, then more shit's gonna happen, and as long as I care about the craft of music making, everything's gonna work out.
What kept you what motivated you during your whole journey?
Yeah.
Like your family, like a friend.
I want a family one day, and I want my wife and my kids to be okay. I want to send my kids to college. That's what it's about. Like, it's just, it doesn't end with me. It does, like, the next generation comes, and then the next generation comes, and I just want to provide for the next generation that comes. So I just want to be set up. I want to be, and plus I want to make sure my mom's okay, my dad's okay, my niece goes to college. There's stuff I want to help out with that I want to bless people with. Because to me, money's not that big of a deal, but to other people, it could affect somebody. So if I could help and give in any way, that's why I do it. I want to be able to give more. So that's why I want to work hard, so I can have more to give to people. Sorry, she didn't get one yet.
I'd like to know what encouraged you or how you felt when you were
Yeah.
I'm highly inspired by that song. I personally want to be an immigration lawyer.
Oh, wow.
So I want to know your point of view of this song.
I went to France for a writing camp in a place called Bordeaux in France, where basically one of the biggest publishers in the world, they secretly call the biggest writers and producers in the world, and there's like 20 of them, and they fly them all out to a castle and they set up studios in these rooms, in these different rooms. So you basically spend 3 weeks at this camp with the best of the best, making the best records, and then at night, everybody goes to a dinner that the cooks prepare for you, and you play what you made that day on speakers in front of everybody. So at that camp, I met somebody, and she lived in London, and she was my girlfriend for a very long time. And I ended up immediately from France, I went to London and spent a week and a half with her. So that's where that came from. We're not together anymore, but she made a dope song. A dope song came out of it. So
Remember last year when I sang to you?
Yes.
Remember, is there any chance ever you collab with me? You ever
collab with me? I mean, yeah, shit. I'm not one of those people that would be like, oh, where are you? I need somebody.
Like big.
It doesn't matter to me. If someone's amazing, I'll collab with
like
them.
Audra.
I do remember you having a great voice. That being said, I don't have a studio on the bus or anything, and I don't know when I'll be in Arizona, but if you keep contacting through Twitter or whatever, stay in contact, and you keep working on music, why not?
Does that work for everyone?
What'd you say?
Does that work for everyone?
Yeah, it works for everybody. It works for everybody. Damn, let's do 5 more questions. Because you guys are amazing.
So what hair product do you use?
What hair
product?
My tats.
Yeah.
Okay, so this I got in Seattle. It says use mine. I just got this like 5 days ago.
That's good.
This was in New York. All these were in New York, but they were from all different people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my tattoos are very random. If I decide I want it one day, I'll just wake up and go.
Just go.
Yeah,
Right.
that's it.
Now that hair product.
Hair product.
Yeah, what do you use?
You know, it's called Got to Be Glued.
Oh,
But it's
My
like
little
the
brother
glue,
uses
like the
that.
gross,
the big
sticky ass, terrible one. No, it's like it's
Is it
white and
white?
yellow bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So I
It's like
do
white
that,
foam.
and then I don't do my hair, and I sleep with. This is ridiculous. Why am I do my hair, and it looks very slick and weird. But then I sleep, and I make sure I have like a full night's sleep. And then when I wake up, it's like puffier for some reason. Like right now, I haven't washed my hair in like a half a day, but it looks nice, and it's really weird. And that's just the way my hair like I can mess it up, but I just have to do this because that's just the way my hair is. So it just works out, you know.
Sure.
I hope that answered your question.
So, you obviously you're coming like super legit, like you're hitting big time. Do like even bigger artists like they contact you? And
Yeah, all the
John, I like who
Zed?
Give us like a couple of good
I'm not talking about Twitter. I'm talking about like actually looking you up, like John.
I did CeeLo Green's next single that's coming out. I produced it and wrote it.
Hey.
I did the band Perry's next single. I produced it and wrote it. B.O.B.'s next single. I produced it and wrote it.
That's it.
So these are all people that contact my management, and they heard the definition. Like when I went in with the band Perry, they're a country group. I don't expect them to listen to my music at all. I walked in the studio, they were blasting it. They knew every word to every song on the definition. Like they were like fanboys and girls. Like that was so weird. And then we got to the studio, and I brought 2 guitar players with me because they wanted a beat, like a record from me. So I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to do some country shit. Like I'm gonna have to go out of my comfort zone. And they yelled at me. They were like, get your guitar players out of here. Like, go get your beat pad. Go get what you do in your keyboard and stuff. We want a Jon Bellion beat. So it was really cool to see a country group be like,
Change it up.
come work with us. We want your sound. Like we want what you're doing. It's crazy. But the record's dope. It's coming out soon. It's really good. And they did a record. They're the only collaboration on my album as well. So I have a record featuring them on my own album. Yeah.
Awesome.
Bree, do you think you'll ever do Paper Planes live?
No.
Really? How come?
I get asked every day, why didn't you play Timeless? Why didn't you play Dead Man Walking? Why didn't you play this? If we did every song, we'd be here for 4 hours.
You can rotate.
If I had 3 years to rehearse, it's just we don't have the time to rehearse, so we pick 2 or 3 songs from each album to give everybody a taste of that nostalgic feeling of which album they got it from, and that's the best we can do. Because I'm not a rapper. It's not just some DJ back here playing a song with a beat. And this is like extra information, but studio time costs money, and we have 8 guys, so it's coming out of my pocket to do 7 days at a studio that costs X amount of dollars. So now that doesn't necessarily matter so much, but early on in my career, and even the first tour, it was like, damn, how am I going to get this to work with this and pay for this to get to this? So it's just a matter of time. So when next tour, when we go on the big one, after we go to radio and whatever, when shit blows up, that show's going to be 1 hour and 45 minutes. That's going to be the one where we have 4 months and the label pays for the studio time and we sleep at the studio and we make it the dopest shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in time, all those songs will happen. But your question was, will I ever play it? I don't like looking backwards.
Right.
I'm not a fan.
That makes sense.
I haven't listened to The Definition or The Separation since they came out, ever.
Really?
I have not listened to them once. So I'm always creating. You guys get something 9 months after I'm already over it. So you guys got The Definition 9 months. I was already on this next album and you guys thought that was the new stuff. That's the way my career has always been. I'm just constantly, I want to stay ahead. So I can constantly feed you guys stuff at a rate that makes you say, he puts out stuff consistently and it's very good, it's high quality, it's whatever. So yeah, I like to move forward.
So you're gonna play the Definition on the nights from here.
Exactly. Two more questions.
I like to write lyrics and stuff, and so like, I just want to know like, what's your inspiration when writing lyrics? Like, where do you do it at? Do you do it in your home, or when you're walking down the street, or on tour?
It depends, man. Like The Definition, I didn't write anything down.
Yeah.
I didn't write any lyrics down. This album that I've been working on in LA for the past like half a year, I've written every single thing down.
Yeah.
Some days it comes quickly. Some days I'll write 3 songs in a day, and other days I'll spend 3 weeks on 1 verse. It's just, if it comes to me, it comes to me. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Whatever comes to you is good.
I'm learning to be patient now. For some reason, I don't work on more than 1 song at once. So if I get writer's block on something, and it takes me 4 weeks to finish 1 song, I'll take 4 weeks to finish a song. I get nervous. My brain goes in too many different places. If I have 2 songs that are unfinished, I can't do that. I get like anxiety attacks. I can't do it. So I stay on one thing until it works. So if nothing comes to me, we'll go to the movies. We'll go play basketball. We'll go do whatever to get it popping, get the creativity popping.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Wow.
Deep
ones. The deep questions.
This is the last one because it's gonna be a long answer.
Working with Kanye. I have no desire to work with Kanye. Everybody thinks that I know. And there's no shade involved in that. Please, if that's recorded, don't let. He influenced me for his first 3 albums. His first 3 albums up until graduation were the reason I dropped out of college. It was amazing music, and then somewhere he lost me. So whatever he's doing now, I'm lost. I don't understand it. I don't understand what's happening. It's very dark. It's not for me. So it's not a goal of mine anymore to even be in that realm. I have no interest at all. What'd you say? Yeah, I think he's awesome. I think he's an amazing artist. He seems like a nice guy too. The question was, where do I see myself in 10 years? You guys might not like this answer. Honestly, I think I have 3, maybe 4 more albums left in me.
What?
6, 7 years, maybe 10 years of music left. I can't. An artist is under a lot all the time. It's a constant thing that you have to feed the label and feed the fans and have the right image and do all the stuff. I can't do this very long. I love it and I'm having a ton of fun, but I want to be 38, posted with money, a beautiful wife, 4 kids in Brazil somewhere with a house that doesn't have any windows, with a big door. That's what I'm trying to do. Make sure my family's good, make sure everybody's straight. And then this whole thing began with me making music because I just love to make music. So I'm in my boxers with Fruity Pebbles and making music, I'm happy. So I don't have to play Madison Square Garden, I don't have to be Justin Bieber, that's not a thing of mine. And if I did want to be that, I think my music would change because I just want to remain me. So if this blows up and it takes off, amazing. If it doesn't, amazing. If either way, I am not going to be that 50-year-old guy trying to be fucking cool and still trying to make hit records and like shooting videos and shit at 45. Not me. So
it's a really good mindset to have.
It's good
yeah, 6 to 10 years. I think I got about left in me. Probably a decade of good music that I could provide for people, and then I need to live my own life. I need to raise my own kids. I don't owe the public anything. You know what I mean?
I love that.
Last one more.
12 questions later.
What the fuck is good, dude? How are you?
Good, man.
Dude, this guy came to the what? How many in a row is this? 4 shows. There's barely any room back there, but when we go back there and chill, come and hang out with us for tonight, yeah, for sure. One more question. Last one. Kind of weird. I'll take it.
Okay. Cause like, I just like feel it. that awkward? Oh! That's European beard right there.
One more legitimate question.
Okay, this might be a little deep. How do you find success?
How do I find it? Define success.
Okay, breathe.
This is gonna be a long one.
Oh.
Buckle in.
Okay.
No, it's not long. Okay.
You're looking at it.
What? Yeah, right, imagine. You're looking at it, man. This is all you need to know. Define success. You will feel amazing about your life only depending on what you put your identity in. So if you put your identity in your girlfriend and you make her your God and she's everything to you, she's not going to be able to be God. She can't provide what God can provide for you. So if she messes up or whatever, it's and you're over concentrating. Just like parents who love their kids too much and over raise them and over protect them and over. Whatever you put your identity in is what's going to rule you, and it's what's going to make you happy, and it's what's going to make you sad. So if you put your identity in a pair of shoes that you want, and that's all you work toward, the day you get those shoes, you're going to look at those shoes and you're going to shake the shit out of them and say, all right, now be my God. Fill the hole in my heart. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Success is the same exact thing. If you put too much in your success, what's going to happen if the success goes down the tube? So if my happiness comes from how good my career is going right now, and when I turn 35, no one's checking for me anymore, I'm probably going to kill myself because my identity is in my musical success. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why a lot of millionaires or a lot of people are still killing themselves. But when the stock market crashed, people are jumping off of buildings because where was their identity? In their money. So you got to be super careful what you define success as. What even success is for me personally, and this doesn't have to apply to everybody, and that's okay. There's tons of different opinions on how the world works and how the universe works. I know that I have a God that loves me, and I've been accepted by Him since before I was born. So no matter what happens, no matter how fat I get, how skinny I get, how great I look, how bad I look, how much money I make, whatever, I'm okay because I'm always going to be okay. So. And the book that I read, called the Bible, which is okay if that's not everybody's cup of tea, it gives me information and it gives me something to hold on to, and that's where I put my identity in. So I put my identity in Jesus Christ. I know that's like, it's a very deep thing, and some people get a little iffy about that, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong if you don't believe that or if you don't agree with it, that's okay. My identity is in Jesus Christ. He's accomplished everything that needed to be accomplished on the cross, so I don't feel the need to whatever. I still get insecure, I still get whatever, but my hope and my success and my identity lies in Him and no one else.
I'm actually starting to become a pastor, so
oh, wow.
I just wanted to see, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. So success is just really, well, I still don't even know what success is, because I know you turn into Diddy and then you rap about having 40 million more than Jay, and then Jay raps about having 50 million more than, where does it end? There really is no end. There's no end to success, because it's an appetite that can't be fed. Us as humans are very ungrateful, and the grass is always greener on the other side, so that's never going to end. So just watch how much you put into your goals and your money and your success and stuff.
That's what Ungrateful Ice is about, right?
Completely. All right, so with that all being said,
one more question.
Three bits of information. One, these lights are hot as fuck. I'm sweating my ass off, so I apologize to any short woman or male that will be under my arm right now.
They've all been waiting outside forever.
That's one. Two, you guys have no idea how much it means to me that you would even spend money to hang out with me. That is a very weird concept to me. And I'm still even getting used to it, but from the bottom of my heart, I am very, very, very appreciative. And we do this for you guys. We go on tour and leave the studio so we can see your guys' faces, we can perform for you guys. You guys give us so much, you invest so much in me. I just want to return that tonight, and I'm appreciative of you guys, for real.
But you do that in your music, with the inspiration you have.
Thank you.
You've saved my life.
Oh man, thank you, dude.
Like I know that's a lot of pressure, but
no, dude, I'll take it, man.
Your stories stick with us. Like as long as when you write your songs, they stay with us because they're so personal. We can relate to them.
Thank you. So yeah, that doesn't get me all emotional and shit. If you can, just quick line, have your flash ready so this could be like a quick, easy, awesome thing. And can I get a new shirt? I'm sweating my balls off.
At least you're done.
So I'm gonna go put on a shirt and then we'll take one.
Deodorant too.
Deodorant's good right now. I smell.
You guys can line up along.